What is up, everybody? It's CJ Plays here, and I am back with another Sims 3 speed build. And today I'm going to be building a starter home for Monte Vista. Now, I got the idea for this build because I've been on Twitter lately, and I've been seeing that a lot of people have been going back to the Sims 3 lately. For whatever reason, I just see a lot of Sims 3 pictures all of a sudden, and I've seen a lot of pictures of Monte Vista, whether it be like scenery pictures or homes or like venues. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do something with this world. I need to contribute to this trend, okay? I need to be trendy. So I was like, let me just build something in Monte Vista. And I didn't know what I wanted to build. I was gonna do like a venue, like maybe a restaurant or something like that, or like a park. But then I was like, nah, I could do something different. Then I was like, let me just do a starter home. Because again, people are starting to go back to the Sims 3, I'm seeing. So maybe if you are going back to the Sims 3 and you want to start a save file, in Monte Vista, you have a house. Yeah, so I didn't know how much a starter home was in The Sims 3 because I'm used to The Sims 4, which I think is around like 18,000 simoleons is a starter home in The Sims 4. And I had to like look it up. I tried looking it up and I couldn't really find anything, so I had to just open the game. And apparently it's around like 1650 or something like that, 6,500 I want to say. Simoleons is a starter home price in The Sims 3. So yeah, so this house is around like 16,000. I don't know, something like that. You have money. You can afford this house if you're just playing with one sim. Now, this home is 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and I think it's kind of spacious. You could probably like fit more into this house some way. If you're more like crafty than I am, then you probably could. But I wanted a house that you could play in. You could start a legacy in or just start a household in, and you could keep playing for as long as you want to. You even have like another room with a toddler bed and a regular singular bed in case you have like a kid or something like that, or you want to have multiple kids in here. So I was trying to be as thoughtful as possible, but y'all, things in this game are so expensive. I've noticed that the hard way. Like, as you'll see, I fiddled around a lot with like the door, like that front door that you saw. I changed it. I used one of the ones from Late Night, and yeah, it was just a mess. Like, things in this game are super expensive. And towards the end of the video, I noticed that I didn't really put any actual lights in the house. So you see these debug lights, which are very useful because they can kind of make builds look a little bit brighter. I didn't realize till after I was almost done that I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta put some like base game lights in. And those are so expensive. They're like $90. Like like the square ones that I always use. They're like 90 simoleons. They're kind of expensive, okay? And I was trying to keep this build under, like, within like the 16,000 range, like preferably under like the 16,500 range, because I wanted this build to be like, affordable for like one sim, So yeah, you can still afford it if you have one sim, but if you have like 2, you'll have like, just more money to play around with. But I would recommend maybe getting a job or something. I also put like a chess table outside of this house. You'll see that in the end of the video because it's a good skill building item. I was gonna put a computer desk in here, but I went against it, So you do have an art easel, not an art easel. You do have a chess table. I should have put an art easel, but you do have a chess table if you need it. And I kind of talked over the inside. You did get to see me do the floor plan though, so that's kind of cool. I never include those in speed builds, but they here today. But yeah, as you can see, I am fiddling around with the creative style tool, trying to, get the house to look, I wanted it to look kind of brown. I was really trying my best, y'all, okay, to make this house look like it fit into the world. So I didn't know this, but apparently you can like scroll around in like, because I'm in like edit town mode, but I'm just building in edit town mode. But apparently you can like scroll your camera around and look down the street if you want to. I don't know if that was just me, maybe because I have a mod installed or something, but it's possible. And I noticed it, so yeah, it's a thing apparently. But anyway, I tried really hard to make this house fit in, and I wanted the outside to look, like with the brick and stuff like that. But I wanted the inside to look not so old, I wanted it to look not super modern, but like a tad bit. You could tell like this house was worked on, if that makes sense, So yeah, but I ended up like switching the wallpaper. So you see how like the wallpaper has that border in the middle. I ended up changing it with one of the ones from the base game, and it's still the same color brown, but it's just like a border at the bottom. Same thing with the bathroom. And then in the kids room, I did change the wallpaper to be like a space themed. I don't know why. The kids room is space themed, okay? Feel free to change it if you want to. Like I always say with these kind of builds, feel free to change them, rearrange them, do as you will, okay? I'm making this house for y'all. I don't know who's gonna play in this. I want to play in it, but yeah, I'm making it for y'all, so feel free to do whatever you need to do with it. This is just, again, a starter home just for anyone that you could just come in and start playing. You have plenty of space in here, like I said, especially by the front door. You could probably like close in that front door and make it like an entrance way or something like that if you want to. You may be able to fit like another bedroom in this house if you want to. So I like houses like that, especially in The Sims, where you can just build more onto it if you want. because, maybe you don't always want to build a house. I know a lot of y'all have told me that, building in The Sims 3 is really hard. You don't like it. And I can understand that. Like, trust me, I get it. Building in itself, not even just in The Sims 3, in The Sims in general, can be a very daunting task, especially if you don't really know, like, the fundamentals and stuff like that. But as I tell everyone, okay, anybody can become a builder in The Sims. You really just have to practice. Does not really matter what game it is. I will say that in my opinion, it is a lot easier to build in The Sims 4 than it is in The Sims 3, because The Sims 4 is just a lot more intuitive. The build mode is a lot more flexible. You can make mistakes and you don't really have to start over. You can kind of just fix them easily. In The Sims 3, I mean, like, for example, if you don't put your foundation down before anything in The Sims 3, then you're just gonna have to bulldoze it, or you just won't have one. So, kind of a bit more rigid in that aspect, but building is, building, and like I said, just takes practice. I don't think that I'm a great, super amazing builder by any means, but I think I know the basics, and I think I can make some pretty decent houses. I mean, y'all have told me that y'all like my homes, so I'm gonna just go off what y'all say. Y'all say it's good, I'm gonna be like, great. But yeah, so this room is the, like, parents' bedroom, or the guardian, or just the master bedroom. I put a dresser in here because I don't really think about, like, dressers that much in The Sims. Like, I know they exist and I do use them, but, like, I don't think about the fact that you can literally just use them for, like, changing outfits and stuff like that. It's a quicker way than using the mirror, you know what I mean? So we have that. I also put a mirror in there because I think you can, like, change your hairstyle or something like that in the game if you use the mirror. I always use the stylist thing from, like, Inros, but it's a thing. Now, this is the moment in the build where I realized that I didn't put the bathroom in. I always forget to put something in my Sims builds, y'all. Whether it be a trash can or a stove, like my Nightmare Legacy house on YouTube. Y'all were telling me, CJ, you literally forgot to put a stove in the kitchen. And I was like, how? Luckily for us, though, even though I forgot the stove, they had a bakery station, so they could always make food. And I think we had, like, the deep fryer, so they could eat. Just to have a stove. So I had to, like, pause the recording to figure out how the heck I was gonna put a bathroom in this house. I was gonna, like, take off the empty room to the right is gonna be the kids' room, but I was thinking about, like, closing that off to make it a little bit smaller. It was gonna be a nursery at first, but I was like, I can fit a single bed, right? It's like a long room. You can fit multiple beds in there. So that's how I did that. But as you can see, I did end up closing off the living room a tad bit to put in a bathroom. So it does, just has the regular setup, cabinets, toilet, shower, that kind of thing. And it is like this empty space beside the cabinet. I was going to put two, but I was trying to be conscious of my money spending in this, because again, I'm trying to stay on budget. It is kind of hard to sometimes, especially in The Sims when you have multiple packs, or not even if you have multiple packs. It's just kind of hard sometimes because you see nice items and you want them in your house. But I was trying to stick to the starter home theme. I know, like, listen, a lot of my builds on YouTube, especially, or just on the Sims 4 gallery, say that they're starter homes, but they'll be like $40,000, and I'm like, no one can afford that if you're just starting the game. Like, you don't have that much money unless you cheat, or if you use, like, I don't know, like, free real estate. So yeah, for this one, I was like, for a fact, I know it has to be starter home. I tested it. You can move in if you just have one sim. I tested it with Elliot, and of course, I think if you have, like, 2 sims in this game, you get 18,500 simoleons, I want to say. So you can afford this if you start with 2 sims. You can definitely afford it if you start with 1. I would just, like I said earlier, get a job maybe, or find some money when you first move in, because you're gonna need some money soon. But moving on. Oh, to fill that gap in with, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. To fill the gap in the bathroom, I put, like, a little plant, so you'll see that. But yeah, anyway, but moving on, this is the kids room, and again, like I said earlier, it is space themed. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with this. I was gonna have all the wallpaper in the house be the same exact color, but I was like, that's kind of boring. Like, I like it. Like, I would keep it for my own personal gameplay, but I'm like, that's gonna be boring for YouTube and so I was like changing up the wallpaper. Like, don't get me wrong, it's the same, like, color scheme pretty much throughout the house. Like, the space theme wallpaper in here is still gonna be brown, but I did change it a little bit. I wanted the kids room to be a little bit more themed because, like, it's a kids room. Like, have fun with your family. Now, this is just me, as you can see, just trying to fiddle around. I turned move objects on because I wanted to try to figure out how to put the crib and the bed, like, on the same, like, wall without it looking super crazy. So I was kind of fiddling around with it a bit, but I think I found, like, a happy medium with it. And I also included a toy box in the room because, again, it's a kids room. So, give your kids something to do. That's just one less thing you have to worry about buying. Like me, I play Nightmare Legacy styled, or sometimes I just like to play with, like, a little bit amount of money in the game. So having, like, a toy box in there, or like a bookshelf, it's just one less thing that you have to worry about. You have a house with it, if that makes sense. So I got you covered. I would have liked to put, like, a rug down in that entrance area by the front door, or maybe, like, one underneath the underneath the kitchen table, but I just was not thinking about it at the time, so forgive me. But that's pretty much it for the speed build, y'all. Like, I mean, there's not much more to say. I did put some landscaping down. I put like the trees and stuff that came with Monte Vista because again, I wanted it to look like the house blends in with the world. I built this, I forgot that a lot that I built this one, but it's like one of the empty ones with Monte Vista. Like, I didn't place down a lot, so also, I think I'm gonna have to recolor that door. No, I don't think so. I think it's the right color. Yeah, never mind. Okay. I think it was just a shadow. But anyway, I'll check the house. I did play test it. I haven't quite shared it yet with y'all. Like, I mean, by the time this video comes out, it'll be shared with y'all. But I haven't shared it yet. But yeah, I'll keep play testing it, making sure everything looks good. I did take one of the windows off in this bedroom. Like, you'll see it's these two bedrooms on the like right side of the room. I ended up taking one away, and I ended up putting one like behind the single bunk bed in here because, again, I kind of realized that I didn't have a lot of money, so I was like, something has to go. So I decided to take one of the windows away so we can have extra light. Okay, take away a window for light. You're replacing natural light with the artificial one. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this one. You'll just see me doing landscaping now, and I think this house turned out really nice. I did put up some sunflowers because, I don't know, I like sunflowers, okay? But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below. Again, thank y'all for all the new subscribers and stuff like that. Like, hello, y'all have really been showing me so much love lately, and I really appreciate that. I'm going to try to have some more speed builds coming out really soon, so please just bear with me. And yeah, y'all, oh, stick around for screenshots because screenshots, you know, you get to see how the house will look when you download it and stuff like that, so feel free to do that. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Thank you so much for watching.